musicians here, and Gabriel Green made some pie for Mr. Dominique Fricot. Try some.
Thank you.
Try
You
some.
want me to try some pie right now?
Yeah.
There you go.
Just before we start.
I'd really appreciate that you brought all this. I mean, I'd prefer a metal fork, but it's all good.
I'll work on that. Work on that. It's just being, you know, energy sufficient and maybe, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I cut more, and so we can grab more throughout the shot.
Can we bring that?
Yeah, Jan will lovely get us pieces, lovely of him. And anyways,
delicious. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
So I was really curious. There's a lot of ladies, a lot of fans, lady fans. I'm wondering.
Do you know them?
Yeah, I know a lot of them.
Okay.
And
do they have questions?
They do.
Oh, okay.
They want to know where you would like to go on a date. They were like, if we could take Dom on a date, where would he want to go? And like, what would he want to do? What would like make him think we were fun? And I'm like, you guys are fun on your own, but I'll ask. So.
Oh goodness
Question
gracious!
stands.
Where would Dom want to go on a date? See, it's usually on my shoulders to pick the date spot and all that kind of stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
These are modern women you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're thinking about asking me on a date.
Yes.
And coming up with the things to do.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty easygoing. I think. I mean, it should involve some food, maybe some pie. Is this a date?
I'll like make a pie for the date.
Yeah. Okay. For the date that I go on with whoever's going to ask me out.
Hey,
if I say
a lot of lady
yes.
fans, like I said.
Okay. I don't know. I think food is nice. I like hiking. Hiking is a good one. Or something active, you know?
Yeah.
Or just something that I haven't done before. I think randomness is a good thing to throw into a date, you know?
Okay, so non-structured. We're gonna throw that out.
Because
non-structured with food.
She's got to be spontaneous. She's got to be able to roll with the punches.
Yeah.
And she's got to be able to think on her feet. So like it could be as big as like, Dom, I have a mango and a bottle of wine. Would you like to go to the beach? And I'd be like, okay. And then we who knows where we'd end up. And then if it all worked out, we would get married. Because that sounds like the beginning of something.
Great. That does sound like the beginning
I
of
actually
something.
did ask somebody out on a date once, and all I had was a mango and
a bottle of wine. And
they didn't say yes.
Oh, that was rude.
Right?
She's regretting her decision about now. Let me tell you.
I know. She's living in Montreal, just regretting her old. What was that?
Okay, well, so I'm going to inform the ladies, the fan club, the Dom fan club. What has been your biggest learning experience through the Peak Performance Project? What was like the biggest learning moment for you?
It's hard. It's a process, right? So like there was lots of great moments, and I thought that all of the faculty had really, really great
constructive
things to say and constructive criticism, and just watching your peers too, and watching what they did and what was successful for them is learning, and playing my showcase at boot camp and playing my showcase here. Like it's all part of I don't know. It's hard to knock down one thing. Like you watch other artists and how they handle social media, and they do it really successfully. And you know, I learned from like bands like D Rouge and Jordan Klassen who were in there, the top 3 with me, and you know, and it just adds up into like one big education.
Learning.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
What was the worst thing about the Peak Performance, if there was one? But like, what's one of those things where you're like, just like that noise?
I developed an eye twitch from all the stress. That kind of sucked. It was just a lot. It's a lot in a very short period of time. Which after the fact is kind of like whatever. It was, you know, it happened. You know, you're always kind of resentful when you're going through it, and you're like, this is too much work. But when you finish, you're like, you think I'm grateful that it was.
That this happened.
It's a bit rushed. They kind of get you to do a lot in a very short period of time. But retrospectively, it was all awesome.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Working under pressure.
Really good for everybody involved. Yeah, the pressure.
What was the band you had, not to discriminate against the other bands, but what was a band that you had just had really good chemistry with?
Chemistry?
Was there any other artist in particular that you had pretty good chemistry with?
I think if you're talking just like personal chemistry.
Yeah, personal chemistry.
I really got along with a few of them. I really got along well with the Headwater boys, Jonas and Matt. We're like brothers now. I really liked Drew and Danielle from D Rouge. They're lovely people. Yeah, who else? And then I'd say the River and the Road actually were probably my favorite band, and I'm really disappointed they didn't make top 5 because I really thought they should have been top 3. And yeah, they were definitely probably musically my favorite.
Musically.
And yeah, I get along well with those boys too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're winning some money, depending
Mm-hmm.
what place you get. Hopefully first, woo! Do you know what you want to do? Like, do you feel like your plan already set out to what to do with your winnings?
Well, one of the things that we had to do was write a business plan,
Yeah.
for the next
Yeah.
year and a half of our lives. So yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we have plans to. We're probably gonna go out and do Canadian Music Week and put a tour around that, and record a new record, and hit the festivals all summer, and hire a radio tracker. And this is all very boring stuff.
No, I find it interesting.
But yeah, no, there's plenty of plans. I would not be in top 3 if I didn't have any idea of what I was gonna do.
Yeah,
with
you
it.
gotta have plans. A man with a plan.
A man with a plan.
Do you have any tour ideas or like album ideas? What you're gonna call your tour or your album, your next
No.
album? No, nothing.
No.
Okay, stalkers out there,
That's
listen,
like- that's like,
get
are you-
ready,
are-
send
that's
in
like-
some
Yeah.
answers.
That's like, are you pregnant?
Yeah, that's true.
No, are you?
Yeah.
You're not.
No.
What are you gonna
no.
name your firstborn? You've already thought about this.
Because
New
I'm a
example,
girl.
new
I
example.
guess Cambrian, probably.
Cambrian?
Cambrian.
You want to say Cambrian?
Why not?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Is that what it's like? Someone asking if a girl. I think someone asking a girl if she's pregnant is mean because you're referring to her physical.
Well, that's what I
appearance.
wasn't referring to. I was referring to the fact that I couldn't possibly have these things thought out because I haven't started on them yet. But,
Girls always have names planned, for the record, just letting you
do.
guys know. I'm sure your mom did too. So, while you're writing, down to the music, down to the brass tacks of
let's
things.
get to the music.
Let's get to the music. What is what makes you comfortable in your rehearsal space? Like, what is something that you just have to have or have to do before you can feel comfortable getting ready to rehearse? Do you have like chamomile tea? Like, what is like kind of a quirk that you have that makes you comfortable in your rehearsal space? That was a really long way to phrase it.
I'm glad because I was taking a bite of the pie. In rehearsing,
Yeah.
I think for me the most important part is just is the lighting.
Lighting?
Yeah, like it's just in places where it's kind of really fluorescent, bright lighting. I'm like, I can't.
It's hard to, yeah.
Gotta get the mood right. I like getting to practice early so that all my stuff is set up because I usually take a lot of time plugging my instruments in, whereas everybody else is like, tick, 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 bunk, I'm ready to go. And if I'm the guy that everybody's waiting for, then I just start
feel
practice
bad.
on edge. So I try and get there early, which
Okay.
my rhythm section will probably laugh because I've definitely been late for the last 2 practices. But
Under pressure.
yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot to do. When you're writing, do you write your riffs first or your lyrics?
Oh,
and
one of these questions,
yeah, it's got to be one of these questions because
really
inspiration
disappointing.
strikes, and I'm just wondering if what's kind of like your
MO, what's my
yeah,
modus operandi?
what's your modus operandi? Let's talk about it.
I usually come up with some kind of guitar or piano thing, and then I just start singing over top of it.
Yeah.
And then it just goes
And it
from
just
there, and then
kinda
it just
happens.
kind of
You're just
becomes a living, breathing organism that grows, and I feed it with other ideas and thoughts
Yeah.
and emotions, and
then
sooner or later
that's-
we have a song.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Do you come up with any of the ideas for your music video or?
No, the music video was completely Mike Southworth, the gentleman who directed and produced it. He came to me last fall before I'd even released my record because I played the song, and he was like, "I have an idea for that music video," and he just pitched the whole thing to me. And,
And you were like, perfect. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, it was exactly like along the lines of like it wasn't like what I'd wanted. I hadn't thought of it, but when he said it to me, I was like, that's
Yeah.
a perfect video.
Yeah. Do you have your outfit planned for the Peak Performance Project
I don't.
night?
No, I don't. I've been thinking a lot about it in the last couple of days because it matters what I wear versus what my band wears. So I need
Yes.
to know to tell what they should wear and what I
Yeah.
should wear. So I haven't been thinking about it. I basically this week to decide.
Yeah, you do. You have a
And,
week.
I know we have to look good.
Yeah. I'll
It
get your
looked
fans
really
to send
good.
in ideas to you what to
I
wear.
won't listen to them.
What's the best line you feel like you've ever written?
The best line I've ever
Yeah,
written.
one of your songs. What's the best line where you're like, that is just, we're not being modest here. It's just like, be honest. What's the one that you were just like, that just described it right there?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, it's not like I've written 10 songs. I've written a lot of songs. I like strange ones. Like I really like the, you know, nobody's happy, nobody's healthy, and only the headless ride horses. Like I really like that line.
Yeah.
Especially because that one always stands out to people. Like people either dislike it or like it. And people are like, why do you say that? He's like, well, I don't know. It's kind of playful, and
I'm sure they're more like, oh yeah, why do you say that? I'm sure it's not disgust.
yeah, I don't know.
You know?
There's definitely people who just wonder why I put it in like that.
Oh.
I don't know. It's definitely a standout for me. I don't know. There's lots of. It's hard to think on the spot. Because like, and it's also too, a line like reflects a whole song, or like I might like a piece in here, but you need to hear like the whole verse or the verse before it to understand why I like that line so much. So
yeah. If you were gonna cook for a girl on a date, what would you cook her? There's a lot of dating questions.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs. What if she was a vegetarian?
Sauerkraut. We probably wouldn't be going on a date. Although no, that's not true. I've dated so many vegans in the last while. It's so annoying. Unless they can cook really well.
Oh,
however,
good.
what would I cook for her? It's a tough question. This summer I got really into salads.
Oh, good. So you're a good salad maker.
I like a good salad. You know, you shred some beets, maybe some carrots, and you just throw whatever you want in there. You just don't follow any rules with salads. Put meat in there. Put hot sauce. I like putting hot sauce on salads.
I haven't tried that. That sounds great. Fruit and hot sauce in the salad
really
together.
Skeptical. You seem really
I am skeptical of fruit and hot sauce, but I'm going to try it now that you've said that, because I feel like I have to.
Well, I mean, like, you don't go crazy, right? Like, just don't put a whole bunch of Frank's Red Hot on a mango. But, like, just a little bit, you know? Just a little bit of chili powder in there, just to taste, you know?
Thanks.
No, I didn't want to hog the whole thing. But, yeah, and then lately, actually, I've been getting in Dragon Balls.
That's really good.
I'll make Dragon Balls.
I love Dragon Balls. With tofu?
Yeah, or whatever. Sometimes I put meat in those, too. Main thing, actually, I put quinoa.
Yeah, quinoa's good. Quinoa's good. Easy to make, really fast.
Easy to make really fast, and you can just go in your fridge and like, I want these 5 things in my Dragon Ball. Bam. Little sesame or soy, whatever what's that called?
Yeah, sesame seeds and soy sauce.
No, the thing that makes it a Dragon Ball. The
soy mayonnaise.
No. You get it from the Nom. It's like you know. Like the gravy, miso gravy.
I haven't made miso before, like miso gravy.
I haven't either. You can buy it though.
Yeah, but it'd be more fun to make.
It would be.
Try it out. I don't know. What are your final words for the pie sessions?
Great pie, lovely location.
I know, right? It's not even raining.
Thank you for all the dating questions. They make me feel really...
It's for the ladies.
They make me feel like people I'm somewhat desirable, you know? It's not so lonely with all the dating questions. And, it's great to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
All right, this has been Pie Sessions with Dominique Fricot. Let's wish him luck for the Peak Performance Project.
Good luck to
number 1.